Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Now, obviously, I've spoken about what I want to see from Arsenal with the season coming 2018-2019, but I haven't spoken about deluded myself. So, yeah, my own expectations. Obviously, I don't ask Arsenal, the actual club, to do anything I don't demonstrate myself with. I know it's completely different between training and playing football and making videos, but I ask for consistency. You see consistency in my videos. I see tenacity. I want to see tenacity. You see tenacity with my approach to videos. I want to see constantly challenging yourself. Something I'm doing. No, I'm gonna list them all. Long story short, you guys know I don't. I clearly am not a man that's demanding stuff of other people. If I'm not that, we're all hypocrites in life. But I try my best to identify when I'm being a hypocrite and things like that and whatnot. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Like obviously, this time next year, there's a couple things I want to see. Now, obviously, with the subscriber rate, I probably would say I want to get 5k. Now, a lot of you would say I'm underselling myself. I say that because that's top four. That's top four in my opinion. That's top four. That's just returning to the top four. I want to get 5,000 subscribers purely because I obviously I care about subscribers, but it's kind of this YouTube stuff's kind of giving me the competitive edge I lost, right? Because I don't play 11 aside consistently and things like that as much as I do. Obviously, I play 5 aside Sunday league, but it's a joke thing sort of thing. It's not as intense. So I've got the competitive edge in that, in the sense that I want to improve. I want to get better. I see more subscribers as 3 points on a match day. So I can only get that by challenging myself. So top four would be 5k. 6,000 subscribers would be the league title. 10,000 is winning the Champions League. So these are the sort of things. I mean, if I could get anywhere, like I said, I can't walk away with anything less than 5,000 subscribers this time next year with the season done. If I'm really looking at it, I'm saying 6k subs has to be the minimum. I'm targeting the league. And then I also have to quantify things as well. I mean, I can't move forward without looking back. I'm not a big fan of not looking through the past because I don't believe you can go back in time. Obviously, I've got youth on my side. A 50-year-old or something like that might say something different, to which I've actually spoken with a lot of 50-year-olds, and they've told me what's the worst thing? Regrets. So I try not to have any regrets. I try to keep relations with personal and private relations as good as possible. I try to not sweat the small stuff. I try to think about if something makes me angry, I try to not react on anger. I try to think in it. A lot of these things were probably not said, probably not the way I was looking in my earlier days as a youth, because I've always been very conscious. I mean, if I've done something wrong, I've known what I'm doing wrong. I'm the sort of person, if I was to get into a fight in school or the roads or something, I know it's wrong. I can analyze that it's wrong, but I was on this effort sort of thing. So that's kind of cost me as well, because I always say people don't know me, they knew me. I see this all the time. I always come through old friends and old family members and oh, you can't really say old family members, and old people I went to school or worked with and stuff, and they'll ask me certain questions, and then after a while I don't really care for small talk. I don't like small talk people. Like I'm at the age in myself now. I'm welcome networking, I welcome connections, but I don't want to talk to people for no reason. Like even with Gyal, like I mean, if you're not, if you're not trying to, and you're not trying to help me make no money, then why am I chatting to you? Man, them, if I don't know you specifically, or you're not trying to support, or we don't need a base to talk to, sort of thing, I don't want to chat to you. Like, I don't want man just to be there for there. I find that funny, a funny boy thing, sort of thing. So I'd say, and back to the point about quantifying things. I mean, yeah, I bring out hella vids, but the stats don't lie. I'm not where I want to be, but the stats don't lie. I mean, a million, just about a million total views in total of all my vids, just over 2,000 or so videos, over 3,000 subscribers. So if I've got, for 2,000 videos, I've got over 3,000 subscribers and over a million plays. I'm doing something right, because more people are subscribed and watching it than videos I've brought out. No matter, that's the way to look at it, isn't it, people? Or am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong. So there is something there. Also, obviously, the podcast thing, want to bring that back. Collaborations, want to bring that back. In regards to collabs, you've seen on Twitter, I've got a lot of collabs coming. Well, lots of madness, but you've seen me kind of change in that regards of making collabs, and you see me on a couple podcasts. You've seen me on even a Twitch live stream. You've seen someone make a blog, well, not a blog, well, an interview about me, sort of thing. So things along them lines. I'm more on that. There's things coming. Almost everyone that I've reached out to, the ball is now firmly in their court. They know that we've all, for example, expressed mutual interest in a collab, but I'm not gonna chase, man. Like I'm not in the game of chasing, because I'm just not in the game. The ball is placed in courts. If they want to take that ball and set me up, then cool. If they want to play a pass, if they want to leave that ball and bottle it, then cool, we move forward. So I'd probably say just more collaborations. Obviously more consistency with the podcasting. I don't really like SoundCloud people, and just obviously just constantly trying to improve myself, sort of thing. I'd also say take time out for myself. Like, I have to be selfish. I've started that, to be honest with you. Not just with this YouTube stuff, even with everything in my life, I'm a bit too. I do think my work rate and my tenacity can go against me, because when it works well, it works great. But when it doesn't, you can get yourself in a rut. You can find yourself struggling to switch off, and you can find yourself somewhat suffering from burnout and turning crazy. Certain things I think I'm guilty of. So I've learned to a degree to put myself first, to identify when I might feel frustrated, or I might not feel myself in it. Just take a break, quantify things, calm down. Them things there. Just relax in it. That's just me in it. I'm just a very hard working person in life. I mean, people say I'm nonchalant and things like that. It's completely different. People tend to talk about, away from this. I wish you guys kind of knew me before this. People talk about me in extremes. You either love me or you hate me. I'm like Marmite. Like, I'm really like Marmite, and it's only in the last 3-4 years that I've kind of learned you have to play the game, sort of thing. Because badass little shorty, really and truly. If you didn't like me, I didn't give a shit, really. Like, if you didn't like me, that was your business. I didn't go out to trouble no one and stuff. But if you didn't like me, if you had something to say, it's your business. I'll let you know about yourself equally. Obviously, I always see people saying you should get intro and outro. People, I'm trying. Have you seen how much Adobe costs? I'm trying to get a torrent. It's not banging at the moment. I'm trying to reset the trial. It's not banging. You've seen me bring out a vid where I've edited before, and I've actually got enough one. I'm trying, people. Trust me, I'm trying. Trust me, between my personal life, between not just this, trying to improve in podcasting, trying to improve it in many aspects of my life. I can only do so much in it at a certain amount of time. I love that you have high expectations of me, but honestly, I'm trying in that regard. Also, I want to challenge my own opinions. I always challenge my own opinions. When you lot praise me is when when you lot say I've made a good video is when I challenge myself. Because you lot always say nice comments, deluded, you know your stuff, deluded this and that. I need to keep showing that. Voice in my head says, DG, people rate your opinion highly. Are you giving them the best content? Are you critiquing your own opinion? Yeah, you might rate him. Do you still rate him? Why do you rate him? When did you start rating him? These are the sort of questions I need to ask myself. Can I be sure of certain things? Obviously, I'm not a genius. I'm wrong bare times. I'm wrong about bare stuff, and I don't really care. Like although it's funny in hindsight for people to poke jokes and stuff, but I don't give a crap. I'm right about hella stuff, and I'm wrong about hella stuff, and this is football. Ferguson, Wenger, Jose, Pep have been wrong. So who can DG think he is in his humble room with a backdrop? How the hell can I be smug enough to not think I can't be wrong if them legends in the game can? It is what it is. Everybody will laugh at you, but they'll never have the courage to say anything, really and truly. And lastly, I'd say pay attention a bit more to the Dutch league, purely because I do pay a lot of attention to the Dutch league, but I do feel I neglected it at the expense of, I can't lie, Torreira and them things there. France, I've watched a lot of French football last year, obviously for Lyon's purposes. Germany with Gladbach for their young players, and Leverkusen. Kind of get that, to be honest with you. Get back on my youth game as well, because I was better at. No, I could tell at a point in time. I could tell you every young under 16, under 18 to 30, almost any under 18 that's been released, that's been signed by a club, anything of all clubs in the top flight. I used to be able to do that. It's a bit counterproductive now, but probably get back on that stuff, to be honest, and just ultimately just improve here and when I can, to be fair with you. But either way, next season I'm ready. I'm coming, boy. Like, I ain't playing games. Like, you see, I'm already slowly but surely we're getting there. And I mean, regardless of the subscribers, I'm guaranteed there's not a YouTuber, there's not a big organization, there's not Sky Sports. Every one of them know who DG is, and they're probably thinking about signing me, and then they've bottled it. And obviously, you got people in the industry. Obviously, you lot used to see me on certain channels that probably backbiting and hated and things like that. But we'll get there. Cream eventually rises to the top. I've made some mistakes early on, both in my early stages of my life and in YouTube, but it is what it is at this moment in time. Like, I can't cry over spilt milk. Got to move forward. And yeah, so I'd also say on top of taking just switching off, I'd also say just taking a moment to breathe and stepping away from football, because I have interests outside football. But subconsciously, if I try to switch off from football, I'm looking at young players, I'm seeing what some scouts are saying, I'm reading articles, I'm thinking of video content, I'm watching documentaries or YouTube things. I rarely switch off from football. Like, all man know is football. Like, I'm not good at nothing else apart from talking about football. Like, I've never been sick at anything. Like, some people have been this for the maths thing, science thing, education thing, born to be great like Messi and that. Man's never had none of that. Like, I've never had none of that. Like, I've never been good at anything, and this is the one thing I kind of claim to have some sort of knowledge about. So I've got to learn to switch off from it, sort of thing, man. Like, it's not well, man. I mean, there's a lot of, I had a life before football, and people definitely know, and I definitely do have more interest in a life outside of football, but it is a big part of me. And this, if anyone knows me in my personal life, you know DG, and then shortly after, if you ask about me or anything about me, you know something along the lines of football is going to come into it. I've made a lot of friends. I've actually been saved from getting, you know, certain things in parties because I play football with certain guys. So yeah, man. Guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out. But 2018-19, I'm not playing no games. I'm coming for the throne, man. DG's the king. I've been the best before I knew I was, and I told you guys the same thing as well. I'm really coming. I'm really coming. Nobody's got this work rate. And I'm telling you, people, we're going to sit here when I'm 40, 50, and I'm going to be a madness. Anyways, whether it's even in anything to do with this, some way I've got to make it, man. Like, in something. Anyways, guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest of them things, man. Thank you for watching.